The year is 1955. LaGuardia Airport bustles with mid-century energy, a symphony of activity under a clear summer sky. Vintage planes taxi, their engines roaring with anticipation, ready to whisk passengers away on Pan Am Flight 914. An old air traffic control tower stands tall, overseeing the dance of aircraft, a silent guardian of the skies. It was a clear summer morning on July 20, 1955. A voice narrates, setting the stage for an aviation mystery. At New York's LaGuardia Airport, passengers boarded Pan Am Flight 914, unaware of the enigma that awaited them. Pan Am Flight 914, the plane that disappeared for 37 years, flashes on the screen, a chilling prelude to the unknown. Passengers stream aboard Pan Am Flight 914, their faces bright with dreams of journeys ahead. Flight attendants greet each passenger with warm smiles, ensuring every bag finds its place. In the cockpit, pilots engage in a symphony of checks, their hands dancing across the array of instruments. The air crackles with anticipation as Flight 914 took off on schedule at 9:55 a.m. The weather was perfect, the route was routine, and all systems were go. In the bustling air traffic control tower, controllers watch their radar screens. The morning air is pierced by a sudden anomaly. A signal falters, then vanishes, leaving behind only confusion. But shortly after takeoff, something strange happened. Air traffic control lost all communication. The aircraft vanished from radar, as if it had never existed. The tower falls silent as the mystery deepens. In the grainy embrace of a vintage newsreel, Pan Am 914 prepares for a journey into the skies. Passengers ascend the boarding stairs, their faces alight with anticipation and dreams. Pan Am 914, bound for a new era of travel and adventure. The aircraft gracefully lifts off, a symbol of hope against the vast beckoning horizon. Bathed in the hopeful light of a bygone era, the scene foreshadows a twist of fate. Urgent headlines scream from the screen. Plane missing, as the world holds its breath. Vessels cut through choppy waters, aircraft crisscross the sky. A desperate search unfolds beneath a pall of dread. A voice booms from the past. Search efforts were launched immediately. The narrator continues. No wreckage, no distress signal, no sign of Pan Am 914. In the heart of the government office, a stern-faced official sits, his presence commanding, the air thick with bureaucratic apathy. He lifts a rubber stamp, the sound echoing in the otherwise silent room, a symbol of finality. In the official records, the plane and all 62 souls on board were declared lost. The words hang in the air, a stark testament to the cold, unyielding nature of officialdom. In the air traffic control tower, a sense of calm prevails as controllers monitor their screens. The unexpected, a strange blip disrupts the routine, catching Anna's sharp eyes. Puzzled faces gather as the unknown blip resolves into an aircraft defying recognition. What is that? Anna whispers, voicing the question hanging in the tense air. On the airfield, ambulances speed, their sirens piercing the silence as a vintage aircraft descends from the sky. From the control tower, controllers watch with disbelief as the vintage aircraft lands. The air crackles with tension as Anna's voice cuts through the chaos. All units, stand by. We have an unidentified aircraft on the runway. Do not approach without clearance. Emergency crews race toward the vintage aircraft, their vehicles casting long shadows in the fading light. On the airfield, a vintage plane sits ominously as emergency lights flash, painting the scene with urgency. The air crackles with anticipation. The plane's engines roar to life, shattering the tense calm. Air traffic controllers exchange glances, disbelief etched on their faces as the rogue aircraft begins its defiant taxi down the runway. Anna's voice cuts through the chaos, desperate and commanding. Stop that plane. I repeat, stop that plane. The vintage plane accelerates down the runway, its shadow lengthening with each passing moment. Emergency vehicles give chase, their sirens wailing in a futile attempt to halt the accelerating aircraft. The vanishing of Flight 19 has led to various theories attempting to explain the unexplained. These theories encompass a spectrum from natural phenomena to paranormal explanations. Each theory offers a unique perspective on the events surrounding the disappearance of Flight 19. Flight 19 may have encountered a time warp, a hypothetical distortion in spacetime. A time warp could theoretically transport objects to a different point in time. Visualizing time warps involves understanding theoretical physics and their potential effects on objects. One theory suggests Flight 19 was abducted by extraterrestrial beings. This theory involves the concept of alien intervention and speculative technologies. The alien abduction theory remains speculative without implying factual basis. The Weekly World News is a tabloid known for sensational and fictional stories. The tabloid is known for publishing sensational and fictional stories. The flying baby story was initially reported in this tabloid. The tabloid article utilized generic stock photos, lacking specific contextual relevance. The use of stock photos undermines the authenticity and credibility of the tabloid's claims. Stock photos are generic representations, not evidence of a specific event or situation. Key phrases from the article appear as text overlays to emphasize specific terms. Contrasting terms, such as stock photos and fictional story, are juxtaposed to highlight the fabrication. The text overlays communicate the fabrication by visually contrasting reality and fiction. Psychological factors increase susceptibility to extraordinary stories. Humans tend to seek patterns, even in random or unrelated data. Stories tapping into deep-seated fears and desires can override rational skepticism. Social media platforms can amplify misinformation, contributing to the spread of myths. Online communities can create echo chambers, where unverified stories are shared and reinforced. Confirmation bias and a lack of critical evaluation in online environments contribute to myth perpetuation. The digital age facilitates the creation and dissemination of modern myths. Fabricated stories gain traction through viral content, YouTube documentaries, and social media posts. Media literacy and critical thinking are essential for discerning truth from fiction in the digital landscape.